keeps ticking like
Now,
a
don't curse until I
metronome. My
do.
thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
1 minute in, don't curse.
Just let me go. Words and tastemakers make this no chaser. Get the blood flowing like a fucking pacemaker. Cut the middleman and inhale the vapors. Man, old 10 Don Drapers.
I'm here with the big skirt.
What up?
Yeah.
I feel like I got to stop talking now. That's it.
You've got Octane behind the glass. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. How's everything going?
Well, I was asking Matt, but
Oh, I thought you were asking me. I was like, because he didn't say anything.
how are you doing?
I'm
Yeah,
good.
exactly. You're doing the right thing. You dropped the ball, Matt.
Yeah, I dropped the ball.
Yeah, you dropped the ball. God damn it, man. Apparently, there was some kind of meltdown. Thank God, I'm so bored. Caught up on YouTube, rewatching videos. Tommy coming through with the W. Take that, dub. Hello, fuck. Hello. Maybe they didn't pick up that one. What's up, heads?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, boys.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, I
I
guess.
was like 2 minutes.
For a person of
I
color.
didn't complete the word. It's
So
hard
is
to-
that like the algorithm thing now?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, did Tommy curse?
Yeah.
Almost. We'll see it. We'll see.
It was right there.
I think I cut myself. I was gonna shout out the heads. They're only the heads for the first 3 minutes. Oh my God.
Oh, I got you. See, is this actually an algorithm thing? Because this is something I haven't
Yeah,
heard
it
of.
is. No, they're actually giving you like instructions to do that.
Really?
Yeah. When you upload a video, they tell you to mark it up and all that other stuff. So. It
Wow,
works,
I
too.
didn't know
They've
that.
been monetizing some of my streams. If I don't, like, if I naturally do it, maybe some kinds I won't care. You
I
know.
thought that's something they didn't care about anymore.
Well, no, for the first 3 minutes, it's still
Oh.
yeah. I can go for it as long as they don't say no outrageous. You know. Yeah. Anything political, anything for the coup. For the election. No coup.
I mean, you can't say anything like that regardless. So what the hell does it matter?
Coup and election are out. What's going on? Oh, so there was some kind of meltdown yesterday, Matt. What's going on? Fill me in.
With Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein, yeah. There was a issue with on the podcast. There was a bit of a meltdown at the end, and it seems Trisha Paytas walked out. She didn't walk out on air. It cut before she walked out, but she seems to have quit the podcast of Frenemies.
Very good. Very good.
That's a
work.
lot of money, I
Mr.
guess,
Matt.
for a person.
I mean,
Okay.
would you really want to sit next to Ethan Klein for a living? Because I wouldn't.
I would. We're gonna find Matt legs. I'm gonna saw off my own leg and use Matt as prosthetic. That's weird. Thank you, Zach. All right, that's fine. You know, I guess my conspiracy theory is, that this is a cancel culture podcast, and so is the regular H3 podcast. I can't even tell the difference.
The core of their existence.
Kitty loves you. Christy loves you. No, I love you, Christy. I get the feeling like they're gonna go after Gabby Hanna, and she's going to look like the biggest hypocrite in the planet, and she's getting out before it's good. Or it's something as simple as, this is just my theory. Biscuit, maybe you can come up with another theory. That Ethan, in no part of his career, has ever drawn this much hate. He was down the dumper after his war with GameStar. And I think some of the hate is rubbing off on her, and it's probably not comfortable. Now, us in the commentary community, or at least Nick Diorio's version of it, we can call each other pussies for not being able to take a little hate. It's a little different when you're an influencer at her level. Too much hate means you're losing cash. And I wonder if she's like, I'm propping this asshole up, not the other way around. And I'm going to get out before he does something really stupid because he's bringing more hate my way. Say what you want.
I side more with that one, honestly.
Trisha Paytas, that makes a little more sense. Trisha Paytas is doing fine without him.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure. Look, and you know what? She's got about as much clout as she's ever going to get off of Ethan. So she walked.
Yeah, I'm not sure she ever needed the podcast for her to prop her up, anyways. So
no, well, it propped her up, but she's up. You know, there's only so much clout she can suck, and now she's getting heat for being, he's picking a fight every other day. And he's not even good at it or funny. He doesn't even say anything funny. He's like, I wish I could.
Yeah, he doesn't even say anything entertaining. He's just picking fights for the sake of picking fights.
It's the cancel culture show. It's all it's ever been.
It's horrible.
Let's watch this so-called. They cut out the part. All right, let me hear this shit.
With what? I always contribute. You never have first of all, when you were doing all the podcasts, it was like Keemstar, Jake Paul, and everyone's like, we're so sick of hearing about this because it's everything. Like I saw in this, you had stuff from last H3. You just recycle H3 content on Frenemies. You're like, oh, we're gonna do Trisha through the history meme or whatever, and like, you already did that on the last episode, and I saw it on here.
I didn't bring it up.
She's 100% correct.
Yeah, she called him out. She called him out.
I didn't say it.
But the fact that it's already on there, like I had to bring up all these other topics because I'm like, I don't want to go to that because you brought it up last week.
Let's see. We put together this Gabby Hanna segment.
I mean,
he's got, it's really great because he's got the
that's a lot of money,
outfit,
I guess.
the Beatles zombie outfit on.
Color.
When he does
That's the Fester outfit, I think.
Well, yeah. Well, his eyes are more accentuated. Maybe I should put it that way. Yeah, let's do it that way. Watch. See if you keep your eyes off his eyes.
I literally again could have done that for my head. I always chime in with my topics, like I always do, because like I try and steer it.
What did you bring on the Logan Paul fight?
I brought it up first of all because it's trending.
You're like, I don't even know what to say about it. I don't even know why people watch.
I never picked the costumes.
Ew, he's got some.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Got some schmutz.
Yeah. Of color.
You got some schmutz on your face. You should get the schmutz.
I never do the vlogs. I give so many ideas.
Actually, I always thought that was a New York word. That's a German word.
No, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. There's a lot of words we say that in New York that are like originally German words.
Yeah, I just thought it was like Yiddish.
Yeah. Well, I think stand-up guy comes from like a German saying with Mensch. Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah. Well, Yiddish is German essentially. That's it is. We're picking up all the Yiddish, and it's actually German. That's what it is. Yeah, schmutz. That's a Yiddish word, right? No, it's the Germans say that too, and it means the same thing. Get that shit off your face.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes, cool. I say dancing for the vlogs. I give all these ideas, and you don't. It's just
what's wrong with that advice
for you? I don't think it's a good segment.
The people want to hear from us.
Okay. Do it.
Okay.
This is the most interesting shit I've seen in this fucking. It's sort of like baited that way. It's like only good when they're fighting. Like this is a real podcast right here.
My opinion. And
like the rest of the time, it's look at this. It's bad person. That's what it is. Yep. Yeah, you're a bad person. You really can't even say that about that was when me and Kavos were warring, right? I used to put on this really heavy lisp and go, "You're a bad person." I know it drove him fucking berserk. But God, we've been good for years now. But that's what Ethan Klein's become, bad person.
All the vlogs we've done, I've suggested other vlogs, and that never does.
Well, if you don't like it, then we shouldn't do it.
Okay.
Since it's a show about me and you.
No, but you're saying I do all the work, but I'm telling you I don't like all the stuff you.
The only way Ethan can keep his podcast alive now if he renames it Skinny John Travolta and a Fat Shoe. What?
You do. I'm just kind of go with it because I'm like.
I don't know if I could miss that one. Come to think of it, that guy's right.
Okay, I guess this is what you want to do, but I have to start saying no because some things are just not good ideas.
We talk about Keemstar again. That's a bad idea.
That's like how we should cancel Keemstar. He shouldn't be on this platform today.
Well, it's working so well a year and a half later.
I like it for the record.
Okay.
Watching them eat is repulsive, by the way.
You think their conversations like before the podcast always end up like that? Where they're like, well, today's going to be Keemstar. It wasn't last week Keemstar? Yeah, but today's going to be Keemstar. But I don't want to do that again. Yeah, but it works.
If everything's on a if this isn't a work, yeah.
Yeah.
If this isn't a work.
Really interesting questions.
They're not though.
Brutal.
He's like fucking 10 years younger than me. He's already he acts like he's 20 years older.
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Brutal.
I just don't like when we spend whatever.
Go ahead, say it. There's a good creep.
But you're asking we do all the work. It's like we spent one Frenemies rehashing all the stuff you said about Keemstar and H3 Live, which was 2 days prior.
Okay, happened one.
Can I just say this right here is the reason why I don't like eating on my own stream?
Yeah,
because you're a fucking phone.
I tolerate it with guys that game stream for like 5 and 7 hours. I can tolerate it, but it does not work. I've done it before. It grosses everybody out. Yeah. One time I did it because I absolutely was fucking starving and I couldn't get around it. But
we were on the show.
Yeah, you were there. Reason I had to. Eat. Had to fucking eat. I was going berserk. But you can't do it. I think gamers should get a break from it. You know, but you're
I did it for the first time last week. I did an 8-hour Call of Duty stream. Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep streaming. I need to eat right now.
I think that's okay if you're doing these live, but if you're doing an hour, 2-hour podcast, I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Time.
No, it's happened before where you just like.
And by the way, I regret doing it.
Bring up stuff that you already mentioned, and it's fine. But
why are you attacking me?
You asked me. You said, "Tell me," and I'm telling you. Like just because you guys come up with everything doesn't mean it's good. It's recycled, a lot of it. So it's like I can come up with new ideas. A lot of it.
No.
We're doing Keemstar again tomorrow. Sorry.
If you have ideas, I'm all ears.
What about your old boyfriend, David? The guy from the Czech Republic.
Watch H3 live, and we talk about the same thing. And I'm happy.
David Dobrik, Jake Paul's a rapist. David Dobrik, Keemstar, Jake Paul's a rapist. David Dobrik. No, she's completely full of shit, Ethan.
We talk about it.
It's not always like that. It's happened before. I agree.
It happened last time. It's happened a lot.
It didn't happen last time, did it?
The title was like pregnancy announcement, which is I'm happy to talk about the pregnancy.
We talked a lot about the pregnancy.
Oh, the second pregnancy. Okay, that's right.
See here.
But it wasn't the pregnancy announcement. H3 Live was. It's your guys' thing, which I'm happy to talk about. I'm happy for you guys. But to say like, oh, we don't recycle things, it's like, you do, and it's fine, but I don't make it the same title because it's not an announcement. We're talking about your pregnancy.
I wouldn't say recycling. It's a different conversation.
The original one was Trisha's gonna like something, and it doesn't have to be about me, but I'm just saying like the fact that it's a pregnancy announcement again when it's not a pregnancy announcement because I'm not pregnant. You know what I mean? We're talking about your guys' pregnancy. It wasn't an announcement. You announced it on H3 Live.
Is there anything wrong with
All right, so I don't listen to her very often. Does she always talk a million miles an hour?
Yes.
That's her thing.
That's her thing.
It's fucking destroying my head right now. Like, it's giving me a headache.
Yeah, but I'm understanding it, and she's right. If this isn't a work.
No, I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, if you can't, I guess so. I mean, everybody.
It's just fucking flying by.
Apparently, I was really broken up to learn that Josh from Kiwi Farms doesn't like my voice.
Oh, you thought that people would think it was about you being
pregnant?
pregnant?
Of course it was, because you are, unless you're just recycling the same title you did for H3 Live, which is, it's not, it's just like, I watch H3 Live, I don't want to talk about it on Frenemies. Like, if we're being honest,
well, we were going to talk about you.
This is a common complaint from Clown to me, that I would cover a topic that we do on Baited.
Yeah,
so, and looking back, it was a reasonable request.
Hila being pregnant, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
But the title has to be pregnancy announcement?
I don't see why that's a problem.
Because you did that on Friday. You're just recycling titles. It's not an announcement. You weren't announcing it.
Okay, so Hila's pregnant, and I'm talking about it with Trisha. Would you prefer that?
Anything to be more creative. It's like the fact that you just talk about what you talked about the week.
She's actually right.
Maybe you suck. Maybe it's the problem, and then like that's what he's getting. It's like she's saying I suck.
Yeah. Maybe you're just not fucking creative.
She's actually saying try harder.
Is like, and I've seen other people call it out. It's not just me. Like, I mean, people have called it out before. Like the whole Keemstars, I didn't know it was like the 30 minutes was exactly the 30 minutes you did on H3 Live.
Yeah, I agree. That part was.
That's crazy.
Sometimes I forget what I've talked about. Honestly,
but you're saying you have all this crew that does all this work for you, and nobody could remember that you talked about that 2 days prior.
I agree. Somebody should have said something.
Yeah, blame them.
I was like, guys, why don't you tell me when I'm talking about the same shit over and over? Because I tell to them, I go, yo, make sure to include this. And they go, oh, okay. But I go, oh, shit, I talked about the same thing. But I feel like you're so angry about this.
I'm literally not, but it's just so funny. Are. I'm not. I'm angry when you say something.
You need to admit when you're angry.
Ethan, I promise you, this is really is gaslighting. I go to a lot of therapy right now, and this really is. When I say I'm not angry, I'm not. I'm like.
I can be honest, I hate that too. But I don't know if this isn't a bit. See, Core stuck something in my head. Core Master. He's like, this is all work for fucking selling hoodies. Who knows? You might be right. But this is
I didn't think about it till he said it. It's possible.
You totally ruined the show, Core Master, for me. You know what it is? I want to be able to fucking be right. And I'm just like, oh, God, if I play my cards wrong, this could be a total work. And then I'm like another guy that fell for it. And like, oh, God.
True.
I'm just trying to tell you that you're
like a week or two from now anyways. So, like, there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, it ain't going to go too long.
Oh, we do everything for the show, and I'm saying it's not always good. I'm not angry. If I was angry, I would like leave or something, but I'm not. But you telling me I'm angry
or something. You're not.
What's the difference? I hate when people do that to me.
Okay. All right.
But it is like frustrating when you think you do all this work and like think, oh, we're doing all this great stuff, and it's like, it's not that great sometimes. A lot of it is, and I like appreciate all the work you do and stuff like that, but it's also like not that great. I don't get input on like people we hire, like all this stuff like that. I don't get
people we hire. Why would I ask you about people I hire?
Because it's Frenemies and you take the budget for paying the crew. That's what you told me. You take highlights, you take 5% to pay the crew.
No,
so why don't I get any input on the crew or what we do?
These are employees of our
So why are you taking highlights and 5% of Frenemies? You told me that it was to pay them, that they could be working
for production costs.
Okay, but you told me
it's for
at the beginning.
Costs.
You told me at the beginning it's like they could be working on other things. So I made that argument too. I'm like, well, they're already H3. Oh, they could be working on other things. So I'm like, okay, in that case,
for production costs. I take 5% extra from the podcast revenue, and I take the highlights revenue, and everything else we split.
Right. So for production costs.
Yeah.
But
this is the ultimate no-no in podcasting.
Yeah.
It's like you don't talk about money, and I've tried to have.
That's unprofessional.
That's a lot of money.
I've tried to
guess,
have
for
honest
a person of color.
conversations about YouTube money, and people fucking hate it. They
Yeah.
fucking hate it. They don't want to hear this bullshit. I personally find this interesting. I think
it's interesting.
Yeah, I think so far I think this podcast has been amazing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, we did skip like about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, the rest of the stuff we got
shit anyway.
Well, yeah, that's why I have. Well, I don't take anything from my production staff. So, Jesus.
Yo, Matt, you want to go on strike?
might as well tell her to calm down. Yeah, might as well tell her to calm down. Women love being told to calm down. Exactly.
Oh yeah, that always works.
Keep in mind, they're having this conversation in front of the production company, like in front of the people that
all the producers, everybody else who worked. Yep.
Needs to work. I don't know.
We're about to move us all to downtown LA, and I was just like, but the production cost should be included. Yeah. Like you were going to share the cameras because Dan said, "Oh, we have to get new computers and new cameras." But I'm like, Frenemies has the budget.
And I obliged you. I said, "Okay, fine."
But you fought me on it
because we
Black Jesus, to the fucking James Brown, the Eddie Murphy.
That's a great frame, by the way.
Rock. Black Jesus just subbed. Thank you, Black Jesus.
We bought a studio downtown that was always the plan, by the way, that we were going to move downtown, and then all of a sudden I was like,
H3,
yo, and I was like, yo, we're moving.
It.
I told you ahead of time, but it's fine because
you didn't tell me downtown
LA. We're still at my house now, but I said, okay, so I was like, yo, by the way, we moved into our new office. We're going to be there next week. It's good. And then you're like, oh, I don't want to go down there. And but we had made all these plans to move the set and everything and to do everything. So you're like, I don't want to go down there. And then we talked about it for a little bit, and I said, okay, fine. And so we had to buy.
But that was the first time we ever spent money on production costs.
It's not about that, dude. It's literally about we are producing the show and I'm taking a cut. I feel like that's beyond reasonable.
All the highlights.
Beyond reasonable.
5%. 5%. Do you realize how much 5% was of our last one? That should be enough. But also like highlights, and then you weren't the membership I had to fight for because you weren't. Like, oh.
If this is real, this is a really bad move. This is a bad move. Hey everybody.
Yeah, it is.
I have to do a self plug here. I'm going to be putting Comrade is back, our editor, the guy who used to do our Shot from the Point and Rewinds. He's edited a special version of the Slasher Jessix Britney Ventney thing. I know a lot of you guys seen it, and I've talked of it ad nauseum, especially if you watch the cast. This thing is be rolled up to about 18 minutes. Please watch it again. And I'll tell you why you should watch it again. Because Slasher's getting away with it. Watch the shit out of it. Like it when it comes out. Take some time out. It's gonna. If you haven't seen it before, it's a better excuse. If you watched it before, watch it fucking again. Because he's gonna walk. It looks like he's gonna walk. So at very least, watch the shit out of it. So let's say it doesn't hit the algorithm hard, right?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Tommy, but can you boost your volume just a little bit?
Really?
More in the chat are saying, yeah, they're saying you need to be louder.
That's bizarre. Okay, all right. Maybe he's too loud. Is that it? Sometimes that happens.
Yeah,
I would say you were a little low to me.
Like, okay,
just a tiny low. Yeah.
Well, what the fuck here? Don't interrupt me during a commercial. You fucked me up. Let me finish the thing, then do it. All right, hold on. Let's go. 80. All right, that should be good. All right. Okay. Yes. Watch this, because even if it doesn't hit the algorithm, next time Slasher fucks up, it might be the go-to fucking video to find out, the stunt he fucking pulled and how he tried to cover up, and maybe, just maybe, the Jake Lucky and the Florida Mayhem will get tied up in it as well, because I think they're involved. So please keep it in mind. Let's go on with the podcast.
I forgot to tell you about the members. Like,
I giving
it's
you
crazy.
50% of all the members, even though we work and do all of the work. I don't know why you fight me on money. The deal you have is beyond reasonable.
Okay.
No, but I feel like a lot of frustration you have about everything with the.
Frustrated. When I'm bringing stuff up, you get defensive. I'm not frustrated. I'm pointing out these things because I would like to know. I just want everything to be a lot more transparent because I'm like, what are the production costs?
Can't be more transparent.
Can you show me all the costs of production
It's not like an itemized
Now
thing.
it's real. See, I can't. No,
I have a feeling she's just paid like an employee and doesn't do anything.
Yeah, probably.
And that's not to shit on her. I'm just saying that's how he wants her.
Yeah, that's how they wanted to do it. She shows up and does her thing. Yeah, and that's not. You don't have to do every job. Yeah.
We are doing
She's
this
talent. She's not a writer. She's just talent.
Right.
show. That's the cost.
So if you don't think 5% is like enough for the producing the
5%
show,
and the highlights was what we agreed to at the beginning, and that's what it is.
oh my god, okay. If you think that's what it's worth, okay.
It's worth more than that, to be
All
honest
right.
with you. You're getting a very generous deal, and the sponsors that we work to get, right? We do all the work to bring the sponsors.
I mean, I had all of Adam and
50%.
Eve for the first like 20 shows. So I mean, I appreciate what you do, but don't act like I don't bring it. I brought.
Yeah, you
all
brought
of that.
Adam and Eve, and so that was one sponsor we worked with.
That's
which
all
was
we had for
awesome.
the first like.
And now
10
we have a
sponsors.
You know, Keem, you're wrong. I think everybody would have loved to hear us argue about 50, 30, 20, 20. You're 100% wrong. It would have been our biggest show ever. Totally wrong. Keemstar fucked it up. Keemstar fucked up Baited. Pass it on.
tons of sponsors every episode because it takes.
Whoa! Tommy C's Cat's got the moolah. Still bad Wi-Fi. Still in Chad. You're a Chad. Sorry if I mentioned it already. No, it's fine. Let me see if I get it. But did anybody see Steven Crowder's most recent Obliteration film? I saw part of it.
I did.
Yeah, we talked a bit about it yesterday. I
Still a
believe.
little bit about it yesterday. Yeah, we talked a little bit about it yesterday. But thank you so much, Tommy C's Cat, who is doing great things in Africa.
Next time, obviously to get the show up and pitching, and you get 50% of all of that. I feel like the deal you get is super fair. And I feel like you're gaslighting me, to be honest, saying that you're not like frustrated about
But
that.
I'm not.
Because it really is a source of like every time something comes up where it's like, I hired somebody or this, that, and like, oh, you don't do that much.
I tell you something, they're great actors if this is work, and I don't think Ethan's that talented.
Not me either.
Yeah.
Much on the show.
I'm bringing attention
It's
to it. I'm not
literally
upset.
always-
I would text
it
you. I would tell
literally
you if I
always
was.
comes down to, you get this extra 5%, and so
Because you're saying, why should I get an input on the employees? That's what you said, and
because
you brought up to me
they
that
don't just work on Frenemies; they're my employees.
okay. But when I said that to you originally, you said, "Oh, we pay the employees; they could be working on other things. So why don't we have Frenemies employees and I get input if we're spending 5% of the budget towards them?"
A person of color.
I think that's not what it is.
That's
If
what
I
you said.
So then that's.
But
I don't
okay,
remember,
to say
but that's not
gaslighting
what
is
it
telling someone how they feel, and you're telling me how I feel, and I'm telling you
No, it's not. You don't know what it means either, but he is gaslighting.
I don't feel frustrated or upset. So I don't know what else that could be. How am I gaslighting you by telling you I'm not feeling this way? How is that gaslighting you? I'm not feeling this way.
Okay.
I wouldn't show up. I wouldn't come here. I would,
You listen. You can be upset and not
But I'm not.
because you could be upset and then also not be like,
I guess.
I'm not showing up.
you.
Fuck you.
I'm
Like
not
there's
upset.
levels.
If I was
Ethan and Trish, your job was so easy. You didn't have to think about it, dude.
You don't even have to think about it, dude. Like, why do you think about it?
Oh, I get it. It's a Crowder reference. Good
Just
one.
listen to what they tell you.
Well,
man.
Yeah, this is what they said. Like the expert, we like take 5% of the fucking thing, and everything just kind of happens. All you got to do is sit your fat ass down and eat pizza.
I mean, honestly, just because of that deal, if I were her, I wouldn't give a fuck because she's probably getting paid pretty well. I would imagine.
Oh yeah,
Right?
sure.
So I wouldn't complain about you if all I have to do is show up and just fucking eat Domino's.
Well, I think, see, my theory is, again, now that we have 800 some people in here, is that, look, Trisha wouldn't be as big as she was right now for Ethan, but she's not going down. Not unless Frenemies goes down the toilet. And Ethan does recycle a lot of hot content. He does get in a lot of unnecessary drama. It is the cancel culture show. There's no doubt about it. This is the cancel culture show, and so it's even worse. You can have it's talking really fast, cancel culture show, and I'm being gaslighted. And there's Ethan, I totally agree with you. These people are all a bunch of rapists. There's just like both of that going on. You know, it's just pick your poison. You know, one's vanilla, one's chocolate. What do you like better? I don't know. You know, maybe watch half and half, and it'd be like a fucking black and white milkshake. I don't know. But yeah, that's what's going on here. So yeah, I kind of wonder. Core Master Room in the show. He really did. I keep thinking, am I getting snowed here? Is Trisha thinking, look, I'm on Frenemies. I'm big. I'm not going down unless Frenemies goes down. Why don't I jump off the ship now before he starts attacking Gabby Hanna and want me to join in on the Gabby Hanna attack because that seems to be his next target. And I'm a barrel mess and I'm always using my mental illness as a crutch, and then I'm gonna go over after somebody with mental illness. He's the hated guy in the show. I'm the liked person. I want to keep it this way. Sayonara.
Yep.
You know, that's what I'm thinking here. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, you know what? Look, here's the thing about like I wouldn't call her a genius by any stretch of the matter, but you know, I've been in this business for a while. I've carved up a little tiny living for myself. All right, and there are people in this, and the best one I know personally, because I worked with him, is Keemstar, that have almost a sixth sense for trends and how to it's not even just get in the wave, it's how to ride it. And I think Trisha, even prior to Ethan Klein, is elite at riding these trends. And so do I. And Keemstar's got just a great feel for it. And I've seen him work like behind the scenes. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go on Twitter and say that, and then I'm going to make a video. I'm going to do this and that. I've seen him work. I can't do that. I'm not that good at it, right? So I think Trisha is like Keemstar, like a social media genius. Like where look, Keem couldn't graduate from Yale or Harvard or anything. I mean, I think he'd admit it to you. Unless he's in there right now saying, yeah, I could, which I wouldn't put it past him. But yeah, but she may have that sixth sense that Keem and so many of others, these social media personnel that can't really sing, can't dance, don't have a particular traditional Hollywood talent, but they have that influencer talent. And she's just, to me, she's getting off the bus before it crashes. She's got as much clout as she's ever going to get from Ethan. It's not going down because she leaves.
This is the highest her stock has ever been.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, and she was fine, but she was a multimillionaire before she stepped on this fucking set. That's
what I was saying. That's what I was saying because she already had it going in. It's not like she needed to invest too much into this. You know what I mean? No.
It's like she got it. The cloud's been sucked.
Yeah.
Not only that, her character has now been increased. Like, people actually
she seems more rational than him too.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never. Is this the girl that dumped cum on her face or had the most? What the fuck was she doing? My God.
She said she was transgendered at one point.
Yeah.
I think she said she was biracial.
Yeah, she did. She knows. Yeah, she's pansexual. She likes I don't know, pots and pans, or I don't know how that works. But anyway, I've used that joke 2 days in a row. I really got to knock that shit off.
And it's still great. The cheese graters really turned me on. Oh God, bro! I just imagine like rubbing a cheese grate on your balls.
Yeah, oh God, oh my God, Jesus. I knew I was pansexual, and Mom used to make pizza, and she used to get that big rolling pin and roll the pizza out. I had to cross my legs because I had such a throbbing boner.
Just explain it. I'm just because you can be.
By the way, I'm a mama's boy.
Upset and still show up.
But I'm not upset, and that's what gaslighting is. Because you're thinking I'm gaslighting you by saying
you're not upset. You're perfectly.
Oh, wow.
You're in a perfect condition, right?
She is. She's kind of right. And she's walking. She's kind of right. You can't have it both ways. You're upset. No, I'm not upset. You asked me what I thought. I told you what I thought. Right? And you can't. Like, what is stupid hill to die on? Just keep on going over and over again. You're upset. Just admit it. See. There, you're upset. I proved it. Look at her face.
What are you gonna do when she says, "Okay, I'm mad"?
I know this face. This is the facade. I know this face. I'm married. This is the facade that's crumbling. This face is projecting. Oh my God. I'm not upset, but I'm going to be real soon.
This is the you've made me mad now.
Yeah, you mad me. She's trying. I'm a girl. I have to smile. Girls smile. They make everybody happy. Yeah.
Holy cow, that's crazy.
Yep, there it goes. It's slipping away. She's holding on for dear life. There it goes.
I mean, I don't know how you. I just don't see what you just said.
What
What did I do?
You know what
I
this
think
is?
we have to end it now. Like really.
What did I do?
There it goes. It's gone. It cracked.
Really.
Okay.
Stop.
This is that point where if you ever had an argument with a woman, you know you can piss
Please.
her off,
Please.
and you
Whenever
know how
you're
far
ready,
you
you
can
can walk
go.
away.
So.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize that he just went over the line.
It's the pizza curse.
Can we just like
I'm
edit
not
it
going
out?
to title it.
It's
Trisha.
not.
The last time they had a pizza problem, right? Yeah, that's the second time.
Was it?
It is.
All right.
It's the pizza curse. It is. We shouldn't have got pizza. Pizza. Oh,
I'm sorry.
He said it right after you said it.
She's a first-class actress. If this probably isn't fake.
think
Athenia
so?
Rose is subscribed to the channel. Thanks so much.
oh no, it was pizza. Trisha, let me just say,
The
I'm
fact,
sorry.
Ethan, that you just did that, you're right. You're
I don't know
right.
what I just
Nothing's wrong
said.
with you. But I go. You don't know how much therapy I go to a week. I go to 4
But
Zoom
Trisha,
sessions a
you
week.
can't-
No,
I understand,
Ethan,
but okay,
Ethan, what you
all right.
just said was, "You're right, Trisha. Everything's fine."
That's gaslighting. She's right.
Yep.
I know. I do it to my wife.
insane. Like the fact that you did that to me is like
It's
insane.
not insane. We're friends.
was
right?
It's not. We're friends, but you're really upset, and it's okay.
Having a
Nice.
friendly conversation. I shouldn't have to walk on eggshells around everything I
Okay.
say.
All right, Ethan.
We
I
have
asked you to end this.
Well,
I'm
you say the same goddamn thing over and fucking over and over and over again. You never say any fucking new. You can't even change subject, you big dummy. You suck. Oh my god. When were you good? It's like you haven't been good in 5 fucking years. My god. You ruined this podcast. It used to be good. No, you ruined the old podcast. As soon as the fucking pandemic came, the show started to really suck. And then now you got this. This is handed to you as a gift, and now you blew this. Unless you're trying to outsmart me and trying to sell a lot of Frenemy hoodies, you know.
Yeah, bro. I will give him a round of applause if that's what it is. I will stand. You got us.
Listen, I don't care about their podcast breaking up, but don't be gaslighting me. I ain't going to sit here and cry. I was in the Israeli army. I've wrapped you upside your monkey head. You got that? Don't be trying that shit with me. Hold on, I have to go. Trisha's calling me. I'm going to talk with her and console her. Go watch TV. This mac and cheese in the fridge. Just eat it. And in fact, why don't you stay on the couch?
You can leave anytime, Trisha.
But then you're making this thing where we're not ending the show, and you get to sit here and be like, "Okay, well that just happened," and you're eating pizza, and then
I will
joke
end
and
the show
whatever.
the minute you walk
All right,
off the
so let's
prayer.
just end it.
I wish you
please.
could just get up and throw the pizza. That would be badass.
Thank you guys for watching, and I don't want it to be a thing where you're just sitting here eating pizza.
I-
and
All right, how long is the podcast normally, Sean Griffin? Thank you so much. How
It's
much?
usually about 2 hours, I think, or an hour.
Oh, it's so
40.
late.
Oh, so
20
they
minutes
made
early.
it.
It's 20 minutes early. All
I'm
right.
a meme.
So then
I don't want to be fooled. I don't want this to be at work. I don't want to look foolish. I don't want this motherfucker who's done so much damage to YouTube in the past
That's a
fucking
lot of
20
money, I
months.
guess,
I don't
for
want
a
him getting
person
one over
follower.
on me. He normally doesn't. They're trying to go for Dolly Parton meets Gay Frankenstein aesthetic. Where am I? Exactly. How'd you know?
I'll say
That's what I thought she was doing, Dolly Parton. That's funny you say that. That's what I thought she was going for.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't want to get in an argument over
really
like
need
your
to
most.
leave.
Okay, all right, we're done. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Next show,
That's a lot of
Gabby
money,
Hanna's
I
a
guess, for a
psychopath
person of color.
and a fucking using her she's using her mental health problems as a crutch. That filthy fucking bitch.
They already
Keemstar.
talked about that.
3 sips of beer. Really? You really have no respect for mental health. Okay, next is Gabby Hanna. Look at this crazy bitch. Oh my God, does she ever need help? Keemstar, you have been said so many horrible things about the mental health community over the years. Jesus Christ. This girl's going to kill herself if somebody doesn't get her help. There it is, everybody. Your next H3 podcast. And that's probably the one after that, too. This show sucks. Actually, this show's great. The fucking H3 sucks.
Yes.
God
100%.
damn.
Yeah, this
So
is a
annoying.
very watchable podcast.
Yes, it really was. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't want to do this today.
I was really hoping she was gonna like rip her boom arm off the desk and just take her mic with her and be like, "Fuck this."
Well, Ethan, you blew it again. I just have to come back and bring the ratings up with my sparkling personality. What did Rice Gum call her? Mumbling Mary.
Dude, I gotta say, when that clip came out of them starting to fight with Crowder, right? And she was going, they tell me to wear a mask, I wear a mask. They tell me not to, I do not wear a mask.
Yes.
All I could see was your face on her body. Dude, it was so perfect.
They tell me to wear a mask, I do what I'm told. I'm doing what I'm told. You know? I really could have gone somewhere there. I'm glad I didn't. All right. I guess. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say exactly what you think. I said. Yeah. You're not supposed to trust the government that much, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know, like look at your own ancestry. You know.
Yeah.
Seriously. You know, there's a great scene. I fucking went there, so I might as well finish. I'm not gonna attack their family over something like this because it's fucked up. Because you know, the Holocaust is like one of the worst things that happened. But one of the things that always, and I guarantee you this was true because it's just the way people are now. I watched this thing on Holocaust, and they had this woman. It was from '98, so it was like 20-some years ago. And this woman said, you know, this shit didn't happen overnight. It was first Jews aren't allowed to go to stores on certain days. Then Jews aren't allowed to do this. Then you're not allowed to leave your house, right? It was slowly over time. And she said everybody was like, this is a fad. He'll be unelected. This will pass. But it never passed. It just got worse. And I always remember that scene in Schindler's List. And obviously it's a fictional, well, it's not a fictional movie, but there's no way to say it. And there's rumors going around in the camp that Schindler's overseeing that they're executing people in mass. And one of the prisoners in Schindler's prisoner says, they wouldn't kill us. They need us for the war effort. And it's like, oh, and I was like, thank God Steven Spielberg put that in there. And that's what they sound like to me. Like when they sit there and say, well, those guys are smart and you don't have to think for yourself. Well, they wouldn't kill us. They need us for the war effort. And that's what they sound like. And it's just a coincidence that they're Jewish. All right. That's how stupid you fucking sound. That's how dumb you sound. And Crowder fucking roasted you. And you're not even funny enough to come back at him. And you know, Crowder's not even the best comedian of all time. He's not even that fucking good, to be honest with you. But I mean, at least he's got like a sense of humor. And you know, at least he could, like, you know, I mean, it's plenty. I mean, I don't like that super conservative stuff myself, right? But it's just like, come on, man. Like, say something funny. I mean, all he did was go on and whine. Crowder, he's just a grifter. He doesn't believe what he's saying.
At least say what you want about Crowder. At least he made people laugh when talking about you.
Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna say it's not we're not talking about Eddie Murphy.
I'm not trying to say he's some comedic genius.
No,
don't get me wrong.
But he laughs and it's happy. It's funny.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
and Ethan comes on. Yeah, and this is and they're like the worst and they're terrible and I hate Jeremy. Yeah, Ethan, I feel the same way you do. God, Jesus Christ.
It's so fucking
It's
boring.
fucking terrible. It's fucking terrible. And then he writes, I honestly gutted over this whole thing. Trisha's video was out this morning. It was a total surprise to me. I don't really know what more I can say or do. I'm very sorry to all the fans of Frenemies. I know how much it was meant to everyone. I did everything humanly possible to save it. It's just too bland.
Yeah.
Not sure what to do. 4,000 Frenemy.
That's the red flag. That's the fucking red flag right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's
You just had to tack that on.
Well, maybe he was like, oh my God, I lost my podcast. What do I do with these fucking hoodies? All right, I'll guilt everybody.
You think he was trying to be funny?
Why?
Yeah, I think he was trying to make a little joke.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. What does Kat Tembridge? What does my girlfriend say? I'm so waiting for her. Yeah, I'm so waiting for her to write a thing on me. And he used to make Kat feel uncomfortable by saying he was as a girl. Are you waiting for that day? Here's a summary of what happened on Friendlies. I have to read her work. I highly recommend this thread from Kelsey Watt, which goes into detail about the fight and fallout. You know, Kat, why didn't you just make YouTube videos if you're going to get this technical about this horseshit? Hillary Klein, they bring me to water and I drink it. You don't have to think about it, you know? Nobody. I mean, I woke up married to Ethan, so you know what's a drink of water when you don't see who's pouring it? I don't know. I said, okay, I guess we're married. I guess you're gonna have to meet my father and mother. Their love story is fantastic. I used to really like her a lot. And
That's a lot of money, I guess.
She's a dipshit. JJ Hunt, 9 pounds, 2 pounds. Trisha played the Uno reverse card. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think she's getting out because it's going to collapse. I don't think you can sit there and stay at this level and just grunt and act like an old man. It's hard enough for people in this business just to get old, like the natural part of aging. The kids will just be like, "Fuck you, you're old. I'm out of here." Yep. Bah. You know, which is one of the reasons I've been trying to cultivate an older audience a little bit. You know, like, how long can you just be this guy to just... Nobody remembers fucking Baited. How are they going to remember Vape Nation?
Jeez.
I mean, like, you know, Vape Nation probably was a bigger event on YouTube, all right? But, I mean, like, nobody's talking, like, even the guys, like, the sort of the founding fathers of modern day fucking YouTube, you know, I would consider... You know, iDubbbz, what's his face in Australia? I can't remember anybody's name right now. Fucking, why am I fucking like? It's like the Mount Rushmore of YouTube would be iDubbbz. Oh, when they all threw up at each other, I can't remember anybody's name. It's just like it really escaping me. Where the fuck are you guys, Matt?
PewDiePie.
No, fuck off.
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, it's like I don't know where you're going either. I'm actually trying to figure out where you're going.
Person of color.
They're getting Trisha Paytas.
Filthy Frank.
Yeah, Filthy Frank.
Yeah.
Except anything reviews. Fuck him.
Anything. Yeah.
Actually, when he's made fucking some solo content, it wasn't that bad. So he's definitely Ringo in that crew, but you know, he's definitely Ringo in that whole crew. But you know, yeah, those guys like had a real impact, man. And now they're all lean. Never meet your heroes. Yo, mama. Yeah. I would pay you for an entire podcast so the client's voice would be more interesting than the real thing.
That would be fucking gold.
So you want me to just? Oh God. Maybe I should just.
You gotta get you a wig so that you get the same haircut. Is that right?
How about I change? The name of the Shot from the Point? It's Adam. It's a gimmick. Then I can't use it here anymore. I'll just change the other channel and I'll do an entire solo podcast as Hilla Klein, and just talk about the news. I wonder if I could do that for 30 minutes a week. Yeah, just sit down.
I think you could do it.
You think I could do it?
I just feel like, would that be considered harassment?
Yeah, probably.
No.
Probably. You're probably right.
That would be bullshit. Making a joke.
You know, I read this.
Saturday Night Live does that every week.
Yeah. Well, I'm not talking if it's really harassment. I'm talking about getting clipped. It's not harassment at all.
Yeah. Okay, then,
I'm not saying it's actual harassment. Yeah. I'm saying, would it get clipped?
I got you. Yeah.
I read a really good article by Kat Tempridge, and all her lesbian reporter friends are really, really good. I think the most interesting thing about the mainstream, like the Kat Tempridge and the Taylor Renens, is they're all sleeping with each other because they're all lesbians. And I'm a big LGBTQ reporter. But how many lesbians can be reporting on YouTube from Wall Street Journal? I don't know. Be funny. That's probably what is going on over there. I wouldn't be surprised. All doing each other. That's the way that stuff usually works. I'm not accusing. Yeah. I'm not saying that's happening. I just wouldn't be surprised if they're all doing each other. Would you be that shocked if there was like a love triangle between like all the people Kat Tempridge recommends to read?
Of course. Of course. I'm sorry. Were we suggesting that any journalist has integrity? I'm sorry.
I don't. What's got to do with integrity? It's not nothing to do with integrity. It's about getting it on. Yeah.
Yeah, but
They're allowed to fuck.
that breaks your integrity.
What's the matter with you, Biscuit? What are you like the Pope here? You know, cat timers allowed to fall in love.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What's your parish, Biscuit? What are you, Father Biscuit? Of,
Father
St.
Biscuit.
Jude's?
Father Biscuit can't be a lesbo. You know. Cat, you're going to the hell. You're going to hell, Cat 10 Bars.
Yes.
For having a girlfriend. I don't know if she's a lesbian or not. Just make that abundantly clear. I don't know if she's a lesbian. She probably isn't. She isn't because she's my girlfriend.
Well, she could be bisexual and still have a girlfriend on the side.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Cat.
You just hear her fingers start typing an article right now.
Yep. Yeah, we're getting fucking destroyed right now. She's watching us furiously at the moment.
Hey, Cat.
These sons of bitches.
Yeah. Hey, Cat. How would you like a 40-year-old man with a really big beer belly? Oh, that's exactly why I moved to New York to become a reporter to meet a fat ass like you. Yes, that's it. So tell me more. Tell me more about your Days Gone adventures. Well, I was in the army, killing children, I'm sure. You know. Well, that's all the interesting stories I have now. I'm just kidding. By the way, I don't follow her back. I just want everybody to see that. Just some fucking... All right, from what I can see, Kat's a nice person. I really shouldn't do that, but I'm making fucking fun of her.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
All in good fun.
Kat, your girlfriend, one more time. I'm gonna tell her. I'm getting in trouble for this one, I think. Did you say I was a lesbian? No, I insinuated it.
There is a difference.
No. All jokes, Kat. All the best, Kat. But I'm still goofing on you because I think you're funny. Here's my summary of what happened. What happened, Kat? Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein, hosts the pod. YouTube star Trisha Paytas tearfully announced in a video Tuesday that they would be stepping down as a co-host of the popular podcast Frenemies. Paytas, who identifies as non-binary. How the fuck is that gonna do with anything, Kat?
That's how these people fucking. That's how they think. It's not even how they write. Like this is their brain function. That's what comes before anything. You know.
Thomas Callanan, who identifies as straight, fat, white male, who enjoys video games and has a lot of hair on his neck. But
you can't say that. You're the default. You're in a position of power.
Here's what she's... I got to read the whole sentence in fairness. Who identifies as non-binary and uses pronouns they and them. Fuck that. Well, that's like her. Well, if you want to respect, that's fine. I'm not going to show it. Yeah, I'm not going to do what the social justice warriors do to me. I'm not going to tell her. If she wants to do that, that's fucking all good.
Nah.
Don't tell me to do it. Has hosted the H3 podcast with Ethan Klein since September 2020. Paytas video announcements came after a disagreement that occurred in the podcast's most recent episode late Monday night. The video announcing their departure. They said that the H3 production crew expressed that they were unhappy with Paytas' conduct during the last episode of Frenemies. They said, I missed that. Was that did I just miss that?
Wait, no. I think I was in the video she uploaded, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is mostly her crying.
After, I know. She's all bawling and shit. After Paytas announced her departure from... All right. After they announced departure from Frenemies, Klein tweeted a seemingly tongue-in-cheek reference to the dispute. Happy # National Best Friends Day. Klein also tweeted that he didn't know what to do with 4,000 Frenemy hoodies. Maybe it is work. Fuck. I don't really know what to do or say, Klein wrote. I'm very sorry to all the fans of Frenemies. I don't know how much it meant to everyone. I did everything I humanly could to save. Issue between Paytas and Klein extend to their personal lives. Paytas is currently engaged to his brother-in-law.
Oh, I didn't know that was actually
You moved
true.
to New York to write this shit? Really? God damn. I mean, you must really love this shit a lot more than I do, fucking cat. Like, these people are... They're degenerates. Like, you're supposed to laugh at them, not, like, take them seriously. I don't know. That's your thing, sweetie. That's your thing. Bell, on the air. Let's take calls, and we'll end it in a few. Quick calls. Let's go.
Sweet. Two things. First off, how did you think you could reference two mistresses in one stream and not get in trouble?
Mischief.
Yeah. No, you're out here being like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get in trouble for this. No, yeah, you're gonna get fucking in trouble for that. Anyway, 2 things I wanted to bring up. The first is, I follow Tamimi.
Yeah, do I know her?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think she
and
follows me anymore. I used to know she
She's
was.
like female Tim. She kind of looks like female Tim Pool because she wears the beanie.
Yeah, I dealt with her.
That's beaniest, bro.
Does.
Yeah, I
She
dealt with her
really
before.
kinda
She was cool.
But
Go ahead.
she was covering something, and Trisha came in like for a solid 2 minutes of her video. I was watching her video when it first came out, and about 5 minutes in, she took it down because Trisha, for the 13th time, has declared herself they them.
Yeah, doesn't she keep switching it up? Didn't she
Yes.
at one point say?
You know what?
Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
Good. I hope she keeps doing it. Fucking.
And it's hilarious.
Hey, you know what? Fuck
because
Tamimi. Fuck her
I
on this
had to
point.
wait-
Oh,
I
I
had
got
to
it because
wait
I said
2
your
fucking
pronoun
days.
wrong. Jesus Christ, Tamimi. Let's be real here. Why is like you've made Harry Potter become real, like Voldemort? Oh no, we must remove it. Like, don't you feel
She's in
silly?
that audience. She's got.
That's what they all do.
She has that audience.
That's what they all do.
If you're
see-
appealing to that group, you kind of have to.
She's in
All
the
right.
Edwin.
I like
area.
Tamimi. It's
She's
look,
she's cool though. She's a good creator.
Yeah, and she doesn't have to stand. She doesn't have to stand for my values, but it doesn't feel like you get jerked around to me.
It kind of seems like some bullshit that she's only doing because she either is like completely invested into that mindset, or she just doesn't want the backlash that comes
She
with it.
really nailed fucking Blair White fucking to the
Oh,
wall.
she
did, yeah.
fucked her
She
up,
fucked
man.
her. She put on a big dildo and fucked her in
And
the
just
ass.
strapped it right in.
Strapped it on and just
Jesus.
pumped. Just pumped.
One more question, Tommy. One more question.
Go ahead.
I found this new YouTube channel. I think his name is BX Beast Boy.
Yeah, I know. I think I've watched him a few times. Yes, big black guy.
Yeah,
I've watched him a few times.
I found him because he was talking about the Creepshow art shit.
Yeah,
And
he's doing. his
he's
own
talking
thing.
about how apparently your IP address can be spoofed. No evidence, by the way.
Oh,
This
he
is
just-
something that he's saying. So
I
he's
suppose.
like kind of on that side, but also like he reviewed Omnia's video talking about the whole shit, and he,
Yeah.
from what I can tell, it kind of seems like a conspiracy between Omnia and Creepshow.
I don't know.
And I've been watching Creepshow for a while, and I'm not gonna lie.
All
like,
right,
I
here's
was
it. My
watching that
sources
video-
tell me.
Sorry.
My sources tell me there's no way it's not true, and
No?
there's been things happening behind the scenes that have been a signal to us that it's not true.
Are you gonna make a video?
No, I can't do it. It's all personal
Man.
information, but it's
Oh.
more. It's pretty much she did it. And,
Fair
you know,
enough.
I wish I could.
One
tell
last
you.
question.
I really wish. I
Would
really
you-
wish.
would
I
you
really
ever
wish I
debate
could
an
tell you.
anarchist?
But I don't think she's going to be getting. Let's just say she's not pulling a John Swan.
It's not.
She's not. Well, in a sense. Well,
Mm.
she's not pulling a John Swan to the wrong people.
Right. She has been open to people that she. Has
She's
said,
John
"Do not
Swanning
defend
it,
me."
but she's John Swanning it in the right direction. Not in the direction where it can get her burned.
No.
So I'm pretty sure it's real. Nothing to do with me, but that makes
No,
me.
just in general. That's sad to hear.
Yeah, she did it.
I kind of like
She did it.
Creepshow.
I think. I don't dislike her. I don't fucking like any of the people she was bad mouthing anyway. What do I care?
No.
You're like, what fucker? I don't care at all.
Would you ever debate an anarchist?
But would I ever debate an anarchist? No,
About
that's
values.
silly. Like, yeah, no, because they like if you're first of all, if you're an anarchist, you're one of two things. You're like fucking 15, you live with your parents, or you're certifiably insane and belong in a fucking hospital.
Right.
So there's no really
Fair enough.
like you know, I don't know. Why are you an anarchist?
No, I'm asking because the guy I was just talking about that covered the Creepshow shit, he said like later on in the video that he was an anarchist. And he was like, well, I don't believe in cancel culture and like all this shit I wouldn't believe from like anarchists. And I was wondering if like that could ever be a possibility of, like,
in
a
theory, an
conversation.
anarchist wouldn't believe in cancel culture. It's everything's free reign. Actually, if you really think about it, an anarchist would be, if you take the word strictly, it would be the farthest right you can go because there's no government controls, none.
Yep.
Oh, so you probably like him.
I don't know. Like, no, anarchy's insane. You know what anarchy was? The Middle Ages outside the castle.
You need a little regulation, man.
You know, you
can't just.
Anarchy was like the Middle Ages, like outside the castles. Yeah. Like as soon as you stepped outside, you're on your own, Jack.
Yep.
You know, it's like it's one thing. I'm playing Days Gone, and every time you leave like the bases, the zombies can get you. That's literally what it was like here 500 years ago. You know,
you sold your daughter.
Yeah, you're leaving the safety of the king, huh? Good luck, motherfucker. Because if you get killed, nobody's going to find you, and no one's going to search. It's just the way it rolls. Yeah, I mean, people were fucking nuts, bandits and marauders, and you know they had it all through Europe, man. As soon as you left the safety of the kingdom, you were fucking on your own, motherfucker.
Yeah, there was nothing you could do. That's why. Yeah. That's why people had to bring fucking guards and shit with them if they couldn't fight or whatever. Right. You were fucked. No, nobody can help you if you just get fucking robbed.
Yeah, who are you gonna tell? You call the police?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Defund the police.
I don't know. I think I also want to make this like abundantly clear. I have no idea if she did it or not, and I don't know if I care. You know, it's not really something I was ever going to cover. I don't think I was ever going to cover. So now I think it's probably true. And I just doing this. I'm getting indications that she did it, right? I just don't care that she did it. You know what? I'll care she did it. Same fucking Sling Slasher did. If she starts fucking lying about me and my friends, that's when it'll be a problem. But I don't know D'Angelo Wallace, and he seems like a spectacular douchebag. So what do I care?
Oh, he's like a corporate douchebag.
Yeah,
that kind of guy that can say
suck
shit.
Off douchebag. You know, he tried to hang with us for a minute.
She did say stuff about Edwin, I think, in the.
She did.
Yeah. What did she say? Yeah. We said he was gay, right?
She said she thought he was gay.
Well, he's a little feminine.
That's the worst I think I saw. I don't know. Like
I don't think he's gay, but he's a little feminine. I could see how people could stay. I'm not saying it insultingly either. Edwin's a little feminine. He's one of those straight guys that are into girly shit. You know.
That's absolutely true. But when Omnia brought that up, all the shit that Creepshow actually said on those forums were stuff that like all of us in this stratosphere could possibly take as a joke and not condemn.
Well, you know what it sounds like to me is sounds like Creepshow is venting a bit.
It sounds like the way that I was watching the video, it sounded like Omnia was waiting for this shit, and then she dropped it, and now she's like, well, and she's already promoting a part 2, so I'm ready for that.
All right, well, enjoy. We'll enjoy those biddies yelling at each other. Well, the fans here's what is it? You ever watch Judgment Night? Fucking Denzel Washington, greatest actor ever. He's like, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And you know what? In this case, it's not what you know, it's what the fans think. And the fans think she did it, so it doesn't really matter if she didn't do it or not.
That's YouTube in general, though.
Yeah. Well, you know that. You know that, but I need to repeat that for everybody. Thanks so much for the call, Bella. I do appreciate it.
Someone in the chat said she doxed her own sister. Technically, no. She put her Twitter handle. She posted her Twitter handle. She didn't dox. She didn't put any. Okay.
She put her own sister out.
So wait, we're considering your Twitter username a dox now?
If she put her own sister's docs out there, I would actually think that it would be a hacker. That's a weird move. You know.
Yeah, but
it wasn't her docs. It was just her Twitter.
It was a Twitter.
I don't know. That's like kind of a red flag, depending if it's true or not. Hero.
Let me speak.
Okay. Yo, mama. What does Hilla Klein think about the Creepshow art thing? I think what she needs to do is she needs to keep her mouth shut. You know, this business is very cutthroat. All you have to do is be a liar, like Keemstar lies about my husband. And next thing you know, you're losing subs. So, maybe you should just I don't know, keep your mouth shut. And I'm looking forward to Trisha having her mouth shut and staying away from my husband. So, this is look, I've been doing YouTube for a long time. And I'm good at it. Look at all the money. Look where I live. And I don't say too much. I don't say too much. Everybody tells me I'm a big YouTube star. I'm like, I don't talk at all. I don't say a damn thing. I just say, yeah, Ethan.
I just nod.
My Hilla does not sound like OJ fishing. No, this is OJ. Hey, Twitter world. That's my OJ, so fuck off. All right, Hero, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Okay, so I think it's kind of telling that H3 is sorry to his fans and not to Trisha.
Yeah, me too. Do you care though?
And about that Creepshow thing, she said that someone spoofed her IP, and it's kind of like, I think, dangerous, since if admin's gonna leak this information to prove that it was actually her, she could be kind of like, half doxxed.
See, I don't understand the tech. I do trust people that do enough to say that she did or she didn't. I'm not that confident, but I do trust the people on my team. They're telling me there's just no way this is true, and it does. It would be funny and sad at the same time, but it would be really good. If she's getting fucked because the John Swan hacker story, because now everybody hears hacker, they're like, right. So this is the one time it's true, and everybody's like, get out of here. Right. Creepshow art. Did you know Tipster ran track in high school? Right. Well, I don't know. Just like, I got to be honest with you. Like, people that are too into Pride Month and LGBTQ issues are just fucking lame. They're boring and they're lame. It was like so much cooler to be gay 10, 15, 20 years ago. Like, everybody that's gay now, it just sucks. Like, the kid, like, I mean, I had to say, like, my gay friends in high school who really had to hide it, right? Yeah. It's almost like they came out like tougher, because once they got to college, you didn't have to hide it as much once you got to high school. And most of my gay friends went to move to New York and worked, and they got nice fucking apartments, and it's just like, there was like a big payoff, I guess. And they're going to crazy clubs, and they don't have like girlfriends that tie them down. There's no bros for them. They go out, they have their cool fucking job, because gays always get fucking badass jobs, like working on Broadway or something, and then they go out to clubs and go drinking all night and like stumble home at fucking 5 a.m, and nobody gives a fuck because they're not married. Like, they're like, white people are ruining being gay. They are fucking it up for everybody. You're not wrong. I'm straight and I'm fat and I'm old and I only get pussy when I beg for it. All right. So my day's over. Okay. But I feel sorry for you young gays. They fucking they practically want you to get married. They want you to have like a marriage ceremony and shit like that. You're slowly being domesticated. This sucks. This sucks.
I got a gay friend of mine. I brought this up with him one time. He's like, bro, all this LGBT, this pride shit, it pisses me off. Like, I just want to suck some dicks. Leave me alone. Like,
eat that pussy, suck. Yeah, like, what is this? What is all this stuff? And that's another thing. Not every gay person, only ones online. I ever met was really into LGBTQ issues.
That's a lot of money.
It's like not every black guy gives a motherfuck what Jesse Jackson says. Whoa, holy fuck. What a shock. But I mean, it's just like, it's kind of funny to me that like it seems to be straight people and white girls mostly. White girls ruin everything. They really do. Really do. Especially the American ones. That's why I fucking stopped. Oh, I stopped dating Americans.
It's so bad.
I stopped dating Americans when I was in the States. I was like, too many daddy issues. I'm out. Bye.
I'm going to Europe. That's just stays right.
Let me give you. Here's the difference. I'm going to give you the difference between a European one night stand and an American one night stand. All right. Here's the European one night stand. Did you have a good time last night? Yeah, I'm pretty drunk. Yeah, it was crazy. Here's the American night stand. Oh my God, maybe I shouldn't have came here. I told my girlfriend that I wasn't going to go out. And they're like, guys, go European.
And it wasn't always like that either.
Well, it always was for me until I said no more Americans.
Yeah.
That's when I cut them off. That's when I cut them off. But all right, they made like everything sucks. They try to ruin. The only try to ruin video games, comic books, movies. Man, just do it all. They even ruined being gay.
Everything they get their hands on.
Everything cool about being gay has been sucked away. They sit there and every year they go up with their fucking, village people outfits and dance half naked in the streets of New York. And then this year it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't be doing that around children. Well, that was the whole fucking idea. To be like, hey, we're fucking gay and we're free gay. And white fucking liberals come in and ruin it. Yeah. Ben Agmar, he's stinky. He don't like butt stuff. They ruined that shit. Thank you so much, Repsion. They fucking ruined that shit. Good. You ruined sex and fucking good times for straight people. Might as well fuck up your shit too. So keep coming up for new definitions, pots and pans, fucking identify whatever the fuck it is. Keep fucking doing it. Go ahead. Do it. Because I'm out the game. I'm done. My seeds are sown. My dumbass shit that could have probably put me in jail by today's standards are done. So there you go.
It doesn't take much these days. You're fucking put in jail for when you're dating somebody.
No,
I feel bad for people. I really do.
Yeah, kids today. Biggest blunder.
Hey, how's it going? Speaking of gay stuff, I got some news about the man, the myth, the legend, low tier God.
Oh yeah, what about him?
So recently, he had been taking down a bunch of tweets, DMCAing people. I got an email about it. I saw that you were listed as well.
I was in it.
So I thought, I'll go into his stream and I'll ask him about it. And
what did he say?
He flipped out on me.
He's a stable man.
Yeah. He kept insisting I was super gay and I was a part of an organization of
that
gay
guy is
people.
gay as fuck. That guy would be so much happier if he just put a big old cock in his 100%. Mouth. That guy is gay as fuck. I don't care what you say. Yep. And it's like he tries to project. If you're calling me gay, that means you're gay. No, man, no. You know what?
I mean, he's right about that, but
yeah, I know he tried it with me too. It's like I don't really because here's the thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with homosexuality, like even a little bit.
Yeah.
I am not uncomfortable around it at all. I've watched the whole like gay civil rights movement and like some really great things came out of it. People can walk around, hold hands, and no one's gonna beat the fuck out of them. It's really it's like really great things happen in the last like 30 years, and I had to go through my own like fucking transformation, mostly in high school with homophobia. I was like, why am I hating these people? It's fucking dumb. I had to go through this whole thing.
I was the same way growing up.
Yeah, I know, because you're afraid to get your ass kicked by your own fucking friends. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, don't hit that guy. Yeah, he's a fucking faggot. So what? Yep. What are you a faggot too? No, kick that guy's ass.
The easiest way to tell when someone's like that is when someone acts like
that guy needs
where they're so insistent
on it. A dick. I need. Maybe we could dicks for low tier God Pride Month. I really think I think he'd be an absolutely happy guy. And he called me a gay all I want. I've made 2 kids. I don't get out anymore.
Here's one thing I also want to bring up about the tweet that I had DMCA'd by him. The image that I used was an image from Technical's video, where it was one of his friends pretending to be low tier God. So that was something that I was like, well, wait, what?
Nick's supposed to send me something on how to fucking. Well, we'll get off on what I talked to Keemstar about it already, so I'm not too worried about it. I haven't even rushed to fight it, so.
Yeah, I don't care about.
What's your name? All right. If I get any information, you can send me. My DMs are open here, and if I'll send you what I know to do if I can.
Yeah, I'll send you what I don't care about it that much.
Now do it because it'll add up over time and you lose your account. So just fight it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually join the cause. Fucking fight it and show everybody else how to fight it too. So we can just be a big fuck you, and then he can take another L. And we can laugh at him.
All right.
It's like his whole life being laughed at. I mean, he's literally known from the guy who was told by the most uncomfortable, nerdy dude on the planet to get the taste of his dick out of your mouth. That's what he's famous for. Some guy that he could have like thrown through a wall, said right to his face, get the dick out of your fucking. What did he say? This tiny little white guy watch the taste out of my dick out of your mouth. You know what? I think I'll let him have a DMCA because he's still low tier God and I'm me. Jesus Christ. Fuck that guy. Everybody's fucking white guys butt fucking you all the time, low tier god. Everybody's just kicking your ass. Jesus Christ, somebody call the NAACP. This guy's getting fucked over. Justice for low tier god.
Oh, man.
Everybody just picks and picks on him. We gotta stop the bullying. I mean, fucking Madiger was tweeting that fucking tweet. Get the taste of my dick out of your mouth. Fucking like 3 days ago. This shit happened 7 years ago.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, that man is a blessing and a curse.
7 fucking years.
I think it's more on the curse side, but
It's more of a curse,
Alright,
but
get outta
oh
here.
man, he provides so much entertainment at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, he
He's
definitely
fantastic.
does. Oh,
I totally recommend going to him. You know,
Yeah.
you know, and I totally recommend. I hope fucking Judah King gets him kicked off the fucking platform too. You know, you can't lose with
Yeah.
low tier. He's like DSP. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna end up like a DSP or a Wings.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
you're
surprised he's not there already.
Here he is.
yeah.
He's not even the top locale. He's not even that good.
Yeah.
He's like number 3. There's DSP, there's Wings, and there's low tier guy. It's like the NFL, the MLB, the NBA, the NHL. You know, I mean,
He can't
that's
You
low tier
can be
guy.
the best of the worst. That was great. That was great. Same page,
All
bro.
right, get out of here. I want to end the show.
thank you.
Everybody
All right.
get out of here. Bye. Thanks so much. All right, I'm getting fucking out of here. Stop picking on low tier God. It's fucking racist.
Yeah, okay.
Every white guy on the planet is just picking on him and picking on him with a pocket protector and glasses and 5 foot nothing. It's amazing.
The almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the king's home, slapping 5s, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated, the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe, here's a headline.
Get the dick takes. Talk to me that way, white boy.